In today's video, we'll be focusing on how to create a recurring invoice against a site. The first thing you'll need to do is select your site and then go on over to the right-hand side to the end. And if you hover over, you'll notice that it'll say recurring invoices and then select that option. We can already see that there's an existing recurring invoice against this site already. Here we can see it's a semi-annual invoice, and we can see the amounts and the amounts including tax as well. So what we're going to do is create a new recurring invoice against this site by clicking Create Recurring Invoice. That'll pop up the Create Invoice template, and here we can go and start creating our invoice. In this scenario, we're going to make this an automatic invoice, which means it'll get automatically generated. We can check the period. So I want this to be a monthly invoice. We can specify the starts of the invoice. So yeah, we can see it's defaulted to today's date, but we can always go and specify a date in the future as well. We can select the contact. We can set an expiry date of when our invoicing will stop. And of course, if the client has given us a purchase order number, we can also put that purchase order number in there as well. In this case, I'm not going to put an expiry date on my invoice. I am going to specify the invoice date as 7 days and the due date as being 14 days due. From here, I can specify invoice summary if I like. So I'm going to call this monthly service invoice. And I'm going to copy that and paste it into my description just to be a bit quicker. We can specify the department. So in this case, it's going to be part of a contract. Specify our tax code, so GST on income. We can also specify an accounting code as well. So in this case, I'm going to go and say this is accounts receivable. Okay, and I'm going to specify this as $120 per month. Once I'm done, the save button will be available. You'll notice as well that if you don't select anything, so if you go and say, for example, you don't select one of these options, it has an asterisk, which means that it's a required field to be entered. This save button will not be active and it'll be grayed out, which means you won't be able to save your record. In this case, I'm all good to go, and I can click the save option, and that'll go and create me my new recurring invoice. Now, to go and generate those invoices and sync them to your accounting package, you simply have to go to the top menu bar where it says Generate Scheduled Invoices, and if you hover over, you'll see that. It's the $sign. And click into that, and we can see all of our recurring invoices that are due. And I can see that it's defaulting to the next invoices due or overdue, but I can go and see all of the ones that are going to be due for next month. And I can select them all, and I can click generate, which will go and generate those invoices and sync them to our accounting package. For further flexibility, you can also go and look at specific customers that have recurring invoices if you need to, and also further specify the specific site as well if you need to find a specific recurring invoice that you'd like to sync to your accounting package. That concludes our video.